So in my flight back, and in one of the flights, you know, I was in business class, like frogs like me usually are. And in business class, they try to talk more with you. They try to make you feel like they care about you, and they call you by your name because they have a list and everything. So I was like sitting in my little cubicle. There's this lady. She comes up to me and I already know what she wants because I'm used to this now. Okay. No, I'm trying to flex because it's not very often. Recently, I'm just getting lucky with business class thanks to the company. So she comes to my cubicle and I already know she wants to ask what I want for foof. But before that, she says my name. With a really nice pronunciation, she says my oh so very German Austrian name, Takanashi Kiara. Oh yeah, Sarah Guten. Let's say Sarah Guten. Okay, of course. Let's just say I flew in the plane as Sarah Gutenberg. And she looks at her list, she looks at me, and she says, "Welcome on board, Miss Sarah Gutenberg." And I was like, you pronounced that so well, because it really stood out to me. It wasn't just a good pronunciation, it sounded like she speaks German, but I was like, in my head I was like, no way. And then she's like, yeah, well, because I'm Austrian. And I'm like, what, you're Austrian? And I think she like purposefully assigned herself to me because I'm also Austrian. She knew that I was Austrian. And now the reason why that surprises me is because like it's Etihad Airways. That's not an Austrian airline at all. I talked to her later. She told me like pretty much 95% of the cabin attendants of the airline, they're from all over the world. Basically, after she told me that, like we were vibing, okay? I was so happy and like we decided to just speak German instead. And she was really nice. I really enjoyed talking to her. We were vibing and she was taking good care of me. And then after a while, I couldn't sleep anymore. So I got up to like blow my nose and get a snack. And I saw her and she's like, oh, so how are you doing? How you feeling? Did you get some sleep? And I'm like, nah, not so much, but you know. And we chit chat and I ask her all about everything. She asks me what I do. And I ask her like, how many times have you been to Japan? And like this and that. Why did you work for Etihad Airways? And she told me, yeah, because of a guy that she broke up 1 month after she moved to Abu Dhabi for him. I'm like, hey, yo, what the fuck? And then since then, she's still been a cabin attendant for 7 years. And I'm like, oh, wow. I thought the, how to say, turnover for cabin attendants is pretty bad because, like, it's really exhausting. I'm surprised you do it for so long. Bleep, blah, bloop. We talked so much. I really I really liked her. So you're saying she's single? I don't know if she was single. No, actually, I think I do. I think we went to that point in the conversation. I think we got there. She told me, I think, that there's like no time. Did you have a crush? Maybe a little bit. Yeah, she was very charming and sweet, and I don't know. It's just something about like just randomly coming across another Austrian that made me so excited. Yeah. So I'm just telling you, had a nice, fateful meeting with an Austrian, and I was so close to asking her for her number. But I didn't. I think she was enjoying to talk to me too. Now, I almost wanna fly Etihad again just to meet her again, but the chances are really freaking low. But she told me that they all live in Abu Dhabi, of course, because that's where the airline is based. But she told me there's like nothing to do. Like she gets kind of bored. That's her problem. She feels kind of lonely. That's what she told me. That was your opening. Was it? So besides like going to shopping malls and going to the beach and going to the pool. What do you mean that was a sign? No, it was not. She's into men. Okay, she told me about a guy. Kiara from... I didn't fumble. I did not.
Announcement, the vlog has arrived. Looking you